Welcome student on another video lecture. Today's topic is pharmacological classification and chemotaxonomical classification of crude drug. So in case of pharmacological classification of crude drug, the drugs are grouped according to the pharmacological action. Here what is the pharmacological action of that active constituent which is present in large amount in any drug, that should be considered, and what is the therapeutic effect of that, the stress is given on that, and the drugs are classified according to the use or therapeutic action produced by that particular drug. For example, bitter, that is quassia, cinchona, gentian, all these comes under bitter. All these are very bitter in taste. And after that, carminatives, dill, clove, fennel, coriander, all these drugs, they comes under carminatives which help to expel gases from gastrointestinal tract. Emetics, which causes emesis, and the drug which comes under emetics is ipecac. Anti-amoebic, which help in amoebic dysentery, the infection which is caused due to amoeba. And the drugs which are used for treatment is curchi and ipecac. Laxatives and purgatives, these are used to relieve constipation. Bulk laxatives are agar, isabgol, senna, castor oil, these are the purgatives. Expectorant help to expel cough from respiratory tract or throat. And the drugs which comes under this expectorant category is licorice, Vasica, ipecac. Antitussive, example is opium. These are the centrally acting drugs which act on the cough center and help in to give relief from cough. Example of drug is opium. Bronchodilators, which are used to dilate the bronchioles in the cough and cold, as well as in asthmatic condition. These bronchodilators are used. Example is ephedra and tea. Cardiotonic, digitalis, quail, strophanthus, all these drugs which comes under the category cardiotonic, they are giving, they will increase the activity of the heart and thus give the cardiotonic effect. So according to the different therapeutic actions which are given by the drugs, they are classified here under different categories. After that, more drugs are there. Cardiac depressant, which depresses the cardiac activity, cinchona, example is cinchona. After that, antihypertensive, which lower down blood pressure, example is rauwolfia. Central analgesic, these are centrally acting drug and which will give relief from pain, and example is opium. CNS stimulant, coffee, which stimulates the central nervous system. CNS depressant, which depresses central nervous system, example is opium. Antispasmodic, which will give relief from the spasm, example is belladonna. Anti-cancer drug, which are used in treatment of cancer. Anti-rheumatics, rheumatism is the condition where there is inflammation of joints, and for such the drugs which are used for treatment is aconite, gugul, colchicum. Anti-helminthic, helminthiasis infection, which is caused due to different roundworm infection, Ascaris, all these comes under that. And the drug which are used are vidung, quassia. Astringent, precipitate superficial protein, example is catechu. Antimalarial, cinchona, artemisia, which are used in treatment of malaria. Local anesthetic, coca. So all these are the different categories of drug which are classified according to the pharmacological effect or therapeutic effect produced by the drug. Advantages, the special advantage is that if even chemical constituent of crude drugs are not known, they can be classified properly on the basis of therapeutic or pharmacological use. So here the drugs are classified according to its pharmacological effect or therapeutic effect produced by the drug, and the main purpose of any drug is what is the use of that particular drug. So here though we will not know about the chemical nature of crude drug, what are the constituents are present, which constituent is giving effect, but still we are on the right track because the effect produced by the drug is giving importance under this classification, and hence they are properly classified according to its therapeutic use of pharmacological action. Disadvantages: regardless of morphology, taxonomical status and chemical nature, the drugs are grouped together provided they exhibit similar pharmacological use. So the morphology and taxonomical status, which phylum, which order, what is the source, what are the morphological characteristic of particular part of the plant that are not, or chemical nature of the drug that are not considered in this classification of drug, that is pharmacological. Only they thing is that though they are having different morphological status, different taxonomical status, and chemical constituents are different, but if they are possessing or exhibiting similar type of pharmacological effect, then they are grouped under that particular head. So this is the disadvantage of this classification. Example: senna, castor oil, jalap, colocin are grouped together as purgative and laxative because of their pharmacological action, common pharmacological action, but their taxonomical status, origin, the constituents which are present for giving particular effect, they are different in all these type of drug. But because only the pharmacological action is same, they are grouped under one head. So this one is the disadvantage of this pharmacological classification of drug. After that, next and last type of classification is chemotaxonomical classification of crude drug. Now, from name itself we can identify chemotaxonomical means this there will be interrelated study between the chemical constituent and taxonomy, from that is the original source, which phylum, which order it will come, what is the botanical classification of that particular drug, that is considered, as well as what are the chemical constituent which are present in that drug, they are giving use for particular therapeutic effect. So the chemical nature of drug and the taxonomy of that particular drug, the interrelated study can be carried out under this head, that is chemotaxonomical classification of crude drug. In this type of classification, equal importance is given for taxonomical status and chemical constituent. So both are giving equal importance, taxonomy as well as the chemical constituent which are present in the drug. Certain chemical constituents which have characteristic of certain classes of plant. For example, tropane alkaloids generally occur in most of the member of Solanaceae family. So when we are considering the drugs from Solanaceae family, maybe they contain tropane alkaloid, and the chemical constituents which are present, they are also studied under one head, that is the drugs which comes under Solanaceae family. Volatile occurs in the members of Umbelliferae and Rutaceae family. Most of the drug umbelliferous fruit, the important characteristic is that they contain volatile oil, and that volatile oil is responsible for its effect or use. So here the interrelated study of chemical constituent and the taxonomy of that drug, or which family they comes under, and there are similarities between the chemical constituent and the family is found under this classification, and in this way it will helpful to study the interrelated study can be carried out of chemical constituent and the taxonomy. But here we cannot study the drug morphological status, we cannot find out about that particular drug. This one is the disadvantage of chemotaxonomical classification of crude drug. So if you like my video, please press like button and subscribe my channel. Thank you.